This is how I try to rebuild a electro-alarm case that has missing pieces. So I nickname my electro-alarms. This is Lucy, this is Chaz. Lucy has damage all across the back there. It was all missing. There weren't pieces to glue back into place. Chaz does not have a problem there. So what I did was I bought this off Amazon. It's like $34 and some change. It's other brands. Light is a well-known brand. Comes in two parts. You mix it in equal parts, yellow and a white part. And what I did was I made two molds. The first mold that I made, I turned Chaz upside down like this, and I pressed the putty in to here, and I let that dry. And then what I did was I pressed the putty across the top here like that. And then what I did was I removed the molds from Chaz, and I took white glue, which is just Elmer's glue, and I put that behind the crack on Lucy there, on the top and the bottom, and then placed the molds onto Lucy and let it dry overnight. And that white glue is there because what I did next was mixed up epoxy resin. That white glue is not only holding the molds in place, but it's also going to prevent the resin that I pour in this crack here from running through. So the resin that I used, something else I got off of Amazon. I don't remember exactly the brand, but this is it right here. Two parts, using equal amounts. And I mixed that up in a Dixie cup. Actually, I put in part A first, and then I add acrylic paint for color. I use burnt umber, which is this brown and black, and I mix that in, and then I go in and I mix in some burnt sienna and red, and try to duplicate the color of the case as much as possible. And once I've got that, I add part B, mix it up, and then pour it into this gap here. Now if it runs through out the bottom, I've got a problem. Okay, the white glue I smear. When I put the white glue on, I put a lot of white glue on. Make sure that none of the resin I pour in there comes through. So this right here is Lucy. This is just the foundation. I've just poured the resin to give it a basis to build on. Now here I have Lazarus, and Lazarus came in. It was actually in worse condition than Lucy. All 4 or 5 of these panels here were broken off across the back. And so I put the foundation on there the way I talked about it. I put about 20 skim coats on this. Put a skim coat on, sand it, put a skim coat on, sand it about 20 times. And I have to let the resin epoxy dry overnight. So this is representing at least 20 days of work. And I'm not done yet. I still need to add more to get it to look somewhat like the original. You may not be able to tell in the video, but there's still some light places that I need to cover with epoxy resin. Still some little pinholes that need to be filled. But Lazarus is getting to the point of being finished. It's not going to be perfect, but it is the best that I can do. And so that's where I'm at with both of these.